Alright, we're back. That way if you don't watch the second head, you don't have to. Okay, so, I didn't start there. Where did I start? I was on the exhaust. Oh, that is the exhaust. Looks like an intake. Oh, this isn't an Evo. Oh, there's the intake. Okay, so I already know I got to cut this whole area out, so I just did. So I think I got to stick it a little bit deeper in there yet. Oh yeah, a little bit. Not too much though. Okay, I can come in and go to my fancy cutter over from this side. I know I got to do that. And over here I know I got a bunch of food. Look how much I got to do. That's a way. That's a lot. Oh, this was the one that was offset. Yeah, this port was made wrong, so. We got to blow that whole corner out. This side, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Remember, when you get practice, don't cut too deep. I like doing that though. Alright, ooh, that is horrible. Jeez. You can't get your finger in there at all, hardly. Alright, how are we going to do this mess? We're going to just start cutting the hell out of it. See, these ports are different from one to the other. This one makes actually kind of a turn coming in. That's a lot of cutting through there. So what you do is you lay it at an angle where you can get to it. So right here is where we want to get rid of all the metal. So we're going to come in here like this and we're going to start blowing this stuff out. But stay off of here. Don't go up there. Keep it down from here on down. So come back. I'll show you after I screw it up here in a minute. Holding at the correct angle is very important. Constipated it is. The valve guide's getting thinner. Okay, so now you can see I got a hole that goes through here now. That's sharp on top of my finger too. You can see how it's kept off of this. Got a couple bounces where I got up in there. Right there. I stayed off as much as I could. Got a couple bounces where I didn't want it, but oh well. So this is where you're concentrating on blowing all of this out of here like that. Okay, now we got to come up from the other side. You can see that hole way over there. I got to come up from the other side and cut that out on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to square this up with my other cutter like this, and let's see how we compare to the roundness of the seat. See if I'm big enough. See how I made it round to the seat. Push the cutter right up against the steel. Just push on the aluminum more, so it opens it right on up. These cutters are dull, so they don't do much cutting on the aluminum up that steel. So you're not really opening up the seat all that much. Basically hardly anything. But you can see how I made it nice and round, and I can put my finger right through there pretty easy now. Okay, now I got to come up from the other side and blend it out. And I size it up through here also. So that's pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and we'll flip around and clean the head up on the other side. So we're roughing this in quick right now, so I know exactly what to do because I just got done doing it. That definitely makes a difference.
Want me to dip it in the other tank?
No.
No? Okay.
We're not done with that head yet.
No?
No. Come back and show it looks like now it's all clean. It should look even better now. So there's the exhaust on this side. So once again, your finger can roll through there pretty nicely. It's a nice radius and bowl now. So once you let the seat do the guiding. See, I haven't even ground up here on the seat over here. You can see how it doesn't really cut the seat out any. So this hasn't even hit up there yet. So you're not digging into the seat at all. Almost nothing. Alright, so now you come back from this side and hit it from the other side. So there's a lot of cutting I did from this one side. It's not good to usually do it that way. Alright, let's go see how much damage we did from this side. It looks pretty good from over here. So you can take an initial look at it, see what you did. I don't see no big hole right there, so that's a good sign. See how the port looks pretty rectangular shape, straight down. That means you got it relieved pretty good. In the bowl over here, it's cut away pretty good, just like you want it to be, so the air can flow through there. And you have to have some place to let the air out. Okay, this is really rough through here. See where they cut way too much metal out of here, they lost their lip. So the exhaust pipe's going to be overhanging that, which is going to make it flow like crap. So that all needs to be welded back in right through there, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, this is very, very ripply through here. So I'm going to hit it with my smoothing one there and see how bad it looks after we smooth it up a little bit. This is our smoothing one. Oh, it's rough. Better. Definitely is rough. At least now it's more flat, straight.
How's this one coming?
A lot quicker than the last time because I know what I'm doing. I know how to screw it up quicker now.
Just fuck it up faster.
Yep. I'm in a very bad angle to see that, so I'm going to do that right now. I don't like this one too much. It's still too sharp. It's not sufficiently broken in yet. Better. Nice little smooth transition up through there. It's rough. It's cut too big, so I don't want to keep cutting any bigger on it. This one's a lot better than the last one was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got most of the high-at stuff out with the other cutter. Not much to be done with this one, I don't think. It takes a few little cuts to make a difference. The biggest problem is I can't reach it. Yeah. Angle's bad. Angle's bad. I need to get to it to see what I'm doing. It's pretty smooth. It's exhaust, isn't it? Yeah. Blows much in intake, probably. Much in the Evo intake. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on this one. Short side, yeah, the race isn't too bad, what's left of it. It's not much of one on this head. Pretty much all gone. Alright, let's see. This side over here. This is the side that needs a lot of work. See, somebody put a big ass hole right there. You gotta cut that whole corner away. See the big low spot coming from this angle? That's where I opened, because this is the port where it's all shifted way over. So I had to move the whole damn thing over. This one's going to be a lot of cutting. There we go. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. We knew that was going to be bad. You can really see in there. Where'd my pointer go? Keep losing my pointer. Too much light. Too much light hurts. So from this spot here, this whole thing has to sink down probably over 1/8 of an inch. Make it blend in with that side. There's parts of this port's going to be cut 3/16 of an inch through here, but I don't want to be cutting it all up here. So we're going to start cutting from here and go down. Then I'll blend this in here, right here, to make a long radius out of it. And this here, I just have to blend this right to here, no big deal there. This is all this area right to here is what's going to come out, all of that. But I have to make a radius here to go up this way, because the pipe has to turn at this angle. So you can't just cut this right straight like this angle, it won't flow. Got all that?
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm glad you got that. It's got to be done with this cutter. See how the see how things get in the way?
Yeah.
You can't really get in there. I can do it if I had to, but it's
Wouldn't
not
be seeing what you're doing.
it's not going to be very good. So this is the cutter you need to be using, but this thing bounces all over the place when you're trying to hog stuff like that. Now I can probably come in here with this and do some quick metal removal. With this one, it's not cutting too high, it'd be best. Oops. 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 I got a couple oopses in there. So you get some rough blending in there real quick. Can't see what you're doing, just jam it in there. Yeah, that's fine. The hell, I ain't got no hole in there yet. Make your radius is coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make it kind of want to turn. All right, it's pretty rough. That's pretty good for being roughed down. That's not bad. A little high right through there, but knock that out. Starting a little too deep. Good cutting there. feel your radius. All right. Now you come in here with this one that you can get in there further with. So you get most of it out. There's a little bit of waviness here and there, not too bad. From this side, some kind of damage. You know, see how it looks?
Mm-hmm.
Transitional angles now coming in. See how sharp it blends? It cuts stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I cut in so much from this side to this side. Now I got to try to radius that in a little bit. Don't have much to work with because it's cut the sides pretty well already.
Mm-hmm.
So you're staying off that upper area. This is blending really nice through here now. Nice long radius is what you're after. Okay, now I'm just going to barely, here's a sharp edge right there. Don't really want to get too much on that, that's enough. Feels pretty even. See how the highlights the edge?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really get on there with I'm hitting at too many angles. See, I'm hitting on the guide. Guide
Yeah.
won't let me go in there and make it even in there, see? Even though I want to, can't get to it. I can get there with this one though.
Here, let me sneak over on this. This one. That one work? That little pointy one?
You want to put a big hole in there? Yeah, it'll work perfect. I'm using the lengths of the radius to try to make things even. moving the water leak?
Wow, I seen how full it was.
Shove it over a little bit. You moved
Right
it over.
that.
How much is in there?
Maybe a half inch.
Half-inch of water? Is that today or last week? Damn, this cutter's dull. Alright, that's got a nice pleasing flow to it. Alright, how are we getting this side? Yeah. Oh my god, who did that?
Duh.
Alright. Now, what can we do to fix it? See, it feels real great this way, but you can't get any further than that with your finger. Then you're coming in like this, two different angles, kind of thing. Can't really tell exactly where you're at. But the shape is good. Oh, oh what?
Oh, back.
Oh, you're back. With your chair up front, you know. Look how I feel. I'm working. You don't even see how bad this is either, so that's good. Good. Yeah, it's terrible up there. Stay off of that spot. That's where they did it. I can't fix that problem. That big flat spot they put in there, I can't fix that. Trying to, but I just can't fix it. To get it out, I'd have to destroy the port. I don't want to do that. Can't do anything about that flat spot. Everything else I can screw up or fix, depending on how much I keep working on it. Okay, so we're real good through here. Nice all the way down through here is real nice, but there's a big flat spot right there where my finger is. That was in there right from the get-go, right there. I can't do anything about that problem. This here I can do this nice long radius on the bottom is what I made, so that's good. So, from this side here you can see the same thing. You come around like this, wrap around the corner, comes around, see? That big flat spot right there, nothing I can do about that. That's going to kill the flow a little bit. You got a little bit of a nice radius coming around here, tube. Drops right out, no sharp edges, the air turns to match into the pipe. Just like you want it to be. The other side was pretty good also, same thing. It's rough on top of the board here because I haven't done it yet, right on this side. That's the next thing to play with. See if we can screw that part up. Okay. I think it was done on this other side too, but let me double check. Yeah, that's pretty well done. Yep. Okay, so the last thing is the roof, or the top, bottom, whatever you want to call this part. That's what's left. Okay, just gonna go on this side, get this angle heads out. Okay. So we're in the dark, so you can't see a damn thing. Something over here. Ooh, blind you. Let's see. Mouse here. Perfect. Now I can see. Now we can see what's over there. Okay, so you can see where I did not cut across the top. There's one little line where I went across there. The gray has never been touched by me. That was there before. So I don't want to disturb that too much. It's already low enough. So what I'm going to do, there's a little bit of a hump right here. I'm going to lightly take off. I'm going to fix the transition right through here. It's a little bit sharp. I'll take that corner right through my finger is off. A little bit. Make it more radius like this side is right here. See how the radius is over real nice through here? That's what I made. Okay, there's a couple of humps in there I'm going to take off. Overall, it's pretty good. You could leave it alone, just run it the way it is, it'd be fine, but we're here picky, so we'll waste some time. We got all night, right? Okay, this sucks. That's rough through there. Oh, that's why they cut too deep. Yeah, don't cut no more there. Alright. Doesn't take much to do it to make a big difference. So we took off the high spot here, so we got a nice long radius over the top here. Then on this side over here, there's a little bit of a hump right there. I cut that out where I blend into mine. There's a boat up here in the middle, I cut that out. And I want to try to keep it off just as much as I could here, so but I got a nice transition right across. Now up here in the very top it's real rough, but I don't want to take anything down, so I'm going to take my dull bit here and use that. Scooby's back. Did you wake him up?
No.
You know he's not sleeping. He's too much shaking.
Yeah.
On that one. They screwed that up and they cut the whole side of it away.
It came that way.
It came pre-screwed up. Here's some of my way. Here, you have that back. Okay, what side was I on? Exhaust side. Okay, last thing to do is, what can we do about the transitional area right here? Short side. Not a damn thing. Except that. That's it. See, with this one I cut way back over to here, and all the way across. But I do a lot where I dig it right down here at the very bottom, but not on that edge. I can actually reach behind and come back around with this cutter.
Mm-hmm.
See how smooth that is? Yeah, feeling nothing. I'm tired. Okay, this side's all screwed up here. What we can do about it?
Fix it.
Fix it. You want me to keep working?